Hi everyone, it's Nubian Sun back with another video. In today's topic, we are going to discuss the human body, the God body, and the higher self. I would like to start with the human body. And with the human body, this is where emotions and subconscious and learning from infant to child, through childhood to adulthood, the human body is where we start off. And the God body is when we're learning consciousness and our purpose and who we are. And that's also the higher self. And the God body and higher self are two totally separate experiences. And I will explain why. But first, I would like to discuss the concept of man and spirit. So the human, as in the man, and spirit are two total different entities, as we know. And when people speak of gods, there are two different gods. You can speak of the human God in human form, or you can speak of the God body, the spiritual human energy. Well, not human energy, spiritual energy. Correction. And the differences is the energy and how it affects us. One energy is stronger than the other, and one most people can see, and the other one is what they would call invisible. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let me go back to the different forms of spiritual and the human gods. So with the human gods is where in the 3D we get to make decisions, and they will say you're playing God if you are wanting to make a decision for another individual and you take that power to make those said decisions for that person. Then you will be a God in human flesh. But if you're moving in the spirit, which is God body or a higher self, that's a different ballgame. Higher self is where we get to once we start learning about the brainwashing of the system, the injustices of the world, and exactly how it came about. And we start getting into spiritual awareness. When you get to the God body, that's when you've reached your point where you can literally gravitate outside of the human body, and you are completely your spiritual God body self without the human meat suit. And that is where most of the miracles happen, the things that people cannot see, the things where people would swear that maybe, you might be crazy or that you're seeing things. They call it all different type of disorders, mental disorders. But in reality, you're in your higher self or in your God body. And I would just like to clarify that because a lot of people don't really understand where they are in their journey. And it's important for us to know where we are so we won't have this ego thinking that we're finished. It's never finished. We have a whole lot of other realms to reach. And once you get into the God body, you still have to maintain it by feeding it everything that it needs to stay elevated and destroying everything that tries to oppose it. Or you will literally bring yourself down in consciousness. So that's a must. And also I would like to add that when people think about tragedies and things that happen in life, they do not know exactly which God to blame it on. And me personally, I do not believe in this physical realm that the God body or higher self is responsible for this mess. because it's not our territory. The human body is what rules the 3D. And I feel like it's a lot to ask for a God body or a higher consciousness, a higher self-consciousness, to be responsible for what happens in the human flesh when that has nothing to do with anything. This 3D realm is temporary. It comes and goes. It's a creating type energy. We come here to create. We created this world. It's not something that is set in stone. It takes every individual to co-create their own reality, to get into the higher self or the God body and create their own reality. And that's all I have for today. I'm cutting this video short as always, but I will be back. Stay tuned for the next video. See you guys later.